Okay, hello and welcome back to the series. Today we're at lesson 11. Finally, we're going to go through the plan to pass the FTMO challenge. So, my brother here, say hello.
Yes. Hello.
He decided to go for the FTMO challenge instead of the other futures prop firms. And we're just going to discuss our plan to pass it and improve him as a trader. Basically, let's jump straight into it, shall we? So, first and foremost, let's go through the goal and the risk management plan. Basically, the whole purpose of this challenge is not going to be about passing it fast or thinking about making money or proving anything. Do you get it? The goal is very simple. It's you have to basically survive long enough to learn your strategy and develop discretion. Like we talked about in I don't remember which lesson, but the previous lessons. You have to develop discretion, and discretion takes a long time to develop. So you're simply going to trade following your strategy every day, day in, day out, and with very low risk. And this is mainly so you can survive long enough. You don't want to fail the challenge within the first month, and you don't want to pass the challenge within the first month either, because then you've basically learned nothing. You understand?
Yeah.
So we want this to take time. There's no problem of this taking time. We're not thinking of the money right now at all. Okay? And basically, to support this goal, we're gonna start risking 0.3% per trade for the first 2 weeks. This is the initial plan. You've already taken 3 trades, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you've already bought the challenge and you've taken 3 trades. All losers, unfortunately. No problem at all.
Part of the strategy.
Exactly. Part of the strategy. As long as you're following the strategy, no problem at all. And yeah, we're gonna see after the first 10 trading sessions, so the first 2 weeks, how we should adjust. So either we're gonna keep the risk the same, or we might increase it, or in very rare case scenario, we might decrease it. But I don't think we're gonna need to decrease it. But we'll see in 2 weeks, of course.
Yeah.
And like I mentioned, this approach, it will keep your drawdown small. It will prevent you from tilting or being emotional because you have lots of room to trade. It allows room for for your strategy to actually play out and for your edge to play out, and it will help you develop your discretion. And one thing here I didn't write down, which is a key thing. Now you've actually started trading with real money, technically speaking, because you've bought the challenge. Do you understand? So now there's going to be psychology involved, and your emotions might take over, etc., etc. We've already mentioned some stuff in private. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, right? Yeah, regarding
Yes.
this, uh, we're gonna have a full lesson on this later on, probably the next lesson. But yeah, this is the whole point of risking small in the beginning, especially for a first timer. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the second part of this is journaling. We've already gone through this many times. You already know the drill. It's just a reminder. You have to journal every single trade. And I'm going to add to this, be active, because obviously you've been very inactive lately and before you bought the
Yeah.
challenge, and this is very bad. So now you're going to actually take this serious and get back in the game and actually show up every day and execute your strategy. And obviously in the
Yeah.
journal, you add your screenshot, setup type, result, execution notes, execution time, economic calendar, higher time frame, your emotions, all of the above, etc.
Yeah.
Because obviously you already know this. If you don't journal, you will never improve as a trader, and you will never even understand your strategy.
Yeah.
You're with me so far?
Yes.
Yeah. So now moving on, let's go through the hard rules we've set. We've already talked about this. You already know this. It's just for the viewers and a reminder. Basically, no early or late entries. You've kind of already broken this one, so you need to stay sharp. This is what I
Not
mean.
intentionally. I've been
Not
trying to
intentionally,
keep
yes,
it.
of course, but so you have to stick to the plan.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So again, this goes back to emotions. It goes back to trading with real money. So it go like You're seeing the things we've talked about starting to show up. So yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, no early entries, no early or late entries. I'm gonna give you a tip here. I've already told you this, but it's a tip for the viewers as well. The final candle that's about to develop for your confirmation before you enter,
Yeah.
you can enter it 3 seconds early because then you've entered on time. Because usually, once the candle forms, your entry might be late. So I would say enter 3 seconds before the candle actually closes. And you know what I mean, like for your strategy, the confirmation, the candle that actually confirms your execution. Enter 3 seconds before it closes, if it shows you the thing you're looking for, of course, because then
Yeah.
the entry will be perfect, in my opinion. And yeah, that's the first rule. Obviously, one trade a day. You already follow this. This is not an issue. Respect risk parameters. So you've already, again, not intentionally, but you've already kind of broken this one. And
Yeah.
like again, you have to calculate in time. You have to calculate your risk properly before you actually execute. You have to, and of course, you have to get used to the MetaTrader, especially with the new shitty update. But no problem.
Yeah.
You have to learn this.
It's it's I think mostly because like number one, a new MetaTrader and my inactivity prior to buying the challenge that I'm struggling with the calculations sometimes. I don't remember. I mean, I remember I was struggling with it before a little bit, but for some reason it feels harder now, and that's kind of what I need to do properly. Is the calculation is making me be a bit slow.
Yeah, and I would say I think, in my opinion, it ties into your habits. You're showing up to the charts a bit late. You're not showing up prepared, in my opinion, from what I've seen. You have to show up on time, and you have to stay disciplined. This this is even what I've written here. The next point, you have to show up in time and be disciplined and do everything right from the beginning. Do you understand? You cannot just wake up out of bed
Yeah,
and start trading thinking you're gonna make it. You have to be prepared.
yeah.
Okay?
I mean,
Especially now in the beginning. Like for you, you have zero excuses to mess this up. Like
yeah.
yes, you're
I mean,
inexperienced, but this is the whole reason we're doing this. This is the whole reason you have to show up and you have to stay disciplined. So for you to
I mean,
learn.
for the calculations, I mean, I kind of have only the minute one, like the minute before it confirms to calculate, and sometimes the volatility can make it like make the risk parameters hard to follow because I can't calculate it in time. It's mostly because I'm trying to follow to respect the risk parameters so good, like so closely that I end up either making a wrong calculation or entering late because it's hard to do in 30 seconds.
Okay, then I would say put some margin. So I would say riskless. So your risk is 0.3%. Plan your risk 0.25 or 0.28 or 0.27. It doesn't really matter that much. But do
Yeah,
you understand what I mean?
yeah. Maybe I'm thinking between 0.25 and 0.3.
Exactly. You can have that. Exactly. You can have that margin. Even I have it. Like I
Yeah,
don't follow the exact dollar amount properly either. It doesn't really matter that much as long as it's less than my what's it called? My
actual
planned
risk.
risk. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And yeah, again, to the last point, I already mentioned this, so I don't have to mention it again. You have to show up every day
yeah,
and stay disciplined. Future plan. So basically, again, we've already known this. We already gone through this multiple times. As you gain screen time and data, we're gonna add more filters to to your strategy. We're gonna remove some restrictions. We're gonna increase risk, and we're gonna refine your strategy and discretion so you're adapting to the market. Do you understand? Because again,
yes,
this is the whole point of this as well, is to slowly get you from a fully mechanical strategy to a little bit more like increase your discretion. This is the whole point of
yeah,
trading. For us, we cannot win 100% following a mechanical strategy because it will not work forever. It's as simple as that. If someone tells you they have 100%, sorry, they have a working mechanical, fully 100% mechanical strategy that's been working for, let's say, 10 years, I would say they're lying. There is no such thing in retail. Okay, I'm not talking about hedge funds now. I'm talking about retail trading. There is no such
Yeah.
thing. Everyone trades. Majority of people trade with discretion. That's how you actually make it in trading.
Yeah.
And yeah, so again, survival beats speed in this right now for you.
Yeah.
And for the final reminder, you already know this once again. This account does not
Yeah.
matter. You
That's for
passing or
sure.
failing changes absolutely nothing in the long term. You're simply the whole point of this, you're going to learn, you're going to build discipline, you're going to build the correct habits, and you're going to refine and improve your strategy. And passing the FTMO challenge is only going to be the first milestone in your trading journey. If
Yeah.
that even counts as a milestone, do you understand?
Yeah.
It's not even going to feel like a milestone once you've passed it, because then you'll realize like what else you need to do. You're going to go to the next step.
I mean, if anything is a milestone, I'd say getting a payout because then it's
Yeah, that's
full
a real milestone.
emotional.
In my opinion, yes, that's the actual real milestone. That's the only milestone that actually matters in your trading journey.
Because I
Even
feel like
even then, once
emotions
once you've
now.
hit it, like for me, to me, for example, I hit my first payout, right, and
Yeah.
then I went through a crazy time. I was just not getting what's it called. It felt like all of my skills from in the market I've like been taken away from me because I wasn't doing the right thing. You understand? That's why
Yeah.
you have to do the right thing from the start and forever. For me, my foundation was wrong and flawed, and that's why even me getting a payout, it didn't mean
Yeah.
anything because after that I was doing fuck all. I was failing multiple challenges. I was in a crazy drawdown, crazy losing streak. You understand? So it doesn't
Yeah.
really, like I said, doesn't really matter if you have a bad foundation getting a payout. But if you have the correct foundations, like right now we're building with you, and you pass the FTMO challenge, and then slowly you get your first payout, and then slowly you move up and scale up, then it's gonna hit differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it for lesson 11. Nothing else to say. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Do you guys want to have access to the documents featured in the YouTube videos? Click the second link in the description to join our free Discord community where you will get access to the documents plus a variety of resources to help you on your trading journey.